I know the feeling. You scroll through endless listings, see sleek stainless steel appliances that promise Nugget ice on demand and touch-free convenience, only to end up with a unit that actually takes forever to make a single scoop, or worse, sits on your countertop staring blankly because the bin fills up before you even finish a party. That hesitation is real, and the cost of choosing the wrong dispenser can be a huge waste of both space and money. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. In this video I'm going to walk through exactly what you need to know before you add a Scotsman HID312A touch-free Nugget ice and water dispenser to your kitchen or office, so you can dodge the disappointment that so many buyers hit. First off, let's talk about the environment this machine is built for. The HID312A is marketed as a compact countertop dispenser with high output, and that description is spot on for places that need a steady stream of Nugget ice without a full-size freezer taking up floor space. Think of a small office break room, a home bar that hosts weekly poker nights, or a compact kitchen where you want to keep drinks chilled but can't afford a massive ice maker. The unit's 12-pound storage bin means you'll have a decent reserve of ice, but you won't have to worry about that massive, clunky freezer that takes up half the appliance area. The stainless steel exterior not only looks premium, it also stands up to the inevitable splashes and minor dents that happen when you're pulling a cup of water or a handful of ice in a rush. Now, as promising as those headlines sound, the real question is how the machine behaves once it's plugged in and you start using it daily. The first thing I noticed in the setup is the air-cooled, self-contained refrigeration system. Unlike water-cooled models that need a hose and a drain, this one runs completely on its own, which is a blessing for a countertop installation. You only need a standard 115-volt outlet, and the unit will sit quietly in the corner without having to route any extra plumbing. For most users, that means a quick plug-and-play experience. However, the trade-off is that air-cooled units can run a bit warmer to the surrounding kitchen environment during heavy use, which might be a consideration if you're already battling a hot summer kitchen. When it comes to actual ice production, the HID312A lives up to its high output claim in the sense that, once the bin is full, you can keep pulling nuggets for several hours without a pause. In real-world usage like serving a backyard barbecue or refilling a large party cooler, the machine can keep up with demand. The Nugget ice it produces is the classic soft, chewable style that's perfect for mixing cocktails or softening a drink quickly. That's a big win for anyone who values that texture over traditional cube ice. But here's the hidden nuance: the bin capacity, while comfortable for most small gatherings, will fill up quickly if you have a large crew. I ran a quick mental simulation. A typical party of 10 people, each grabbing 2 drinks with a half cup of ice, will empty that 12-pound bin in roughly 3,045 minutes. If you're planning a full-scale event or a commercial setting with constant ice orders, you might find yourself topping off the bin more often than you'd like. In those cases, a larger capacity model or a dedicated under-counter ice maker might make more sense. Another practical strength is the touch-free operation. The sensor leverages infrared detection to dispense ice or water without you having to press a button. In a kitchen where your hands are often greasy or covered in ice, that hygienic aspect feels genuinely useful. I tested the sensor at different angles, and it performed reliably whether you approached from the front or the side. The water dispenser, which many users overlook, also benefits from this tech. You can fill a glass with a steady stream without worrying about overfilling. The flow stops automatically when the glass is removed. This is a pleasant convenience for busy mornings or when you're entertaining guests. On the flip side, the water tank is not particularly deep. If you're looking to use it as a primary source of filtered water for your whole household, you'll need to refill it frequently. That's why the HID312A shines most when you treat it as a supplemental dispenser rather than a sole water source. It's also worth noting that the unit's nozzle can be a bit finicky if you try to pour directly into a very narrow bottle. The stream tends to splash a little. A simple workaround is to use a wider mouth pitcher or a cup, but it's something to be aware of if you plan on filling specialty bottles for on-the-go use. Let's talk about maintenance. Because the refrigeration system is self-contained and air-cooled, you don't have to worry about a drainline clogging or needing a periodic flush of a water cooling circuit. The main upkeep comes down to cleaning the bin and the dispensing nozzles. The stainless steel exterior is easy to wipe down.